Once upon a time, there lived a woman named Amina in a big village. The village had a king called Musa, who was very rich. Amina had a daughter called Jamila. One day, Amina was on her way to the market, but when she passed the store of Osman, she saw something that bewildered her. On the window of his shop, Osman had put a sign which read, "Men were created smarter than women." Amina could not believe what she saw. Osman would put up such a sign, she lamented. Angry and infuriated, she entered the store and complained. "Excuse me, what is this supposed to mean? Surely you know that what you have written there isn't true. That sign is not true," she shouted at the man. "Oh yes, it is true indeed. Men are better and smarter than women. You women are good at looking after children, but leave the important matters to us men," Osman courageously and confidently assured her. "If you don't take down that sign first thing tomorrow, you'll be sorry for yourself," Amina warned. "Ha ha ha," laughed Osman. "What could you possibly do? You're just a woman. Just wait and see. I'll show you that women are smarter than men. You'll see how smart we women are." On her way home, she began thinking hard of the best way to teach Osman a lesson of his life. As she passed near the palace of King Musa, an idea suddenly came to her mind in a flash. She rushed home to tell her daughter, Jamila, about her brilliant plan and how she yearned to teach Osman a lesson for humiliating her. The next day, Jamila entered Osman's shop on a mission of which Osman knew nothing about. Jamila was already a stunningly beautiful girl. She had put on her best clothes and perfume. Osman, who had never met Jamila, got carried away by her beauty and elegance. He wondered who this mysterious lady was. After she purchased a couple of items, she engaged in a conversation with Osman. She often came to his shop, and the two got a little bit acquainted. On her third visit to his store, Osman finally asked her who she really was. "I am Sulika, the daughter of King Musa." Jamila didn't want to give her real name. "This can't be. I know the king's daughter can't walk, and she hardly leaves her father's palace," said Osman. "I am the king's daughter," said Jamila as she smiled. "Impossible. The king's daughter is paralyzed, and he never lets her out of the palace," said Osman. "That is what my father wants everyone in the kingdom to believe. He does so only to protect me from men who want to marry me. He thinks that men are only after my beauty and wealth." She continued, "So, do you want to marry me?" Osman started falling for her tricks. "I would like to marry you, if that is possible, but that is, if you only follow my instructions carefully," said Jamila. "Anything for you, Sulika," Osman promised. Jamila went on to explain to Osman what she wanted him to do. She told him that, when he goes to the palace to see her hand in marriage, he must act as if he thought that she was paralyzed. That way, she assured, the king will assume Osman wants her for reasons of love, and not otherwise. The next day, Osman rushed to seek some elders from his community, and went to discuss the matter with the king. After a long wait, they were finally ushered into the king's palace. "Your Highness, it is with great pleasure and respect that we come to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage," they said. "Are you willing to marry my daughter, even with her condition?" the king asked. "Yes, I do. I will take care of her and give her all that she needs," Osman promised. Very well then. The wedding ceremony will take place in a week's time, assured the wealthy king. In preparation for the wedding, Osman spent the following week purchasing all the things: the furniture, new clothes, and the lot. Eagerly awaiting the arrival of his young bride, he ordered his first wife to move into the smaller room to be shared with their small children. He even suggested she move in with her mother for some time. After the wedding ceremony, Osman was taken to the princess's room, where he was told his new bride was waiting for him. He saw Sulika sitting on the bed, draped in a beautiful veil. When he lifted the veil, to his surprise, he saw the face of a woman, paralyzed, who he had never met. "Who are you? Where is Sulika?" shouted Osman. "What are you talking about?" "I am Sulika," cried the princess, who was now very distraught. Osman realized he had been deceived and was now stuck in a very difficult situation. He could not go to the king and ask for a divorce. That might result in jail time, or even worse. So, he told his new bride he had to go and prepare the house for her arrival. He left and went directly to his house to ponder a way out of this position. Then a knock came at his door. When he opened it, he saw Amina and Jamila.
Learning that they were behind the whole predicament, Osman cried and yelled, "How could you do something like this to me? It did warn you about taking down that sign, didn't I? And you ignored me," Amina explained. "You have to get me out of this marriage," Osman demanded. "If men are so much smarter than women, then why are you asking me for help?" Amina confidently said. Osman stubbornly refused to acknowledge that men are not smarter than women, so Amina and Jamila left his house. He asked for advice from some of his friends, and no one could help him come up with a solution. Several days later, Osman ran into Amina and Jamila, begging them to help him find a way out of his predicament. Amina agreed to help him, but with conditions. She thought for a while and then said, "Before we help you, you must permanently take down your sign, and for 1 week, replace it with another sign which states that women are smarter than men." Amina demanded. "Anything you want. I'll do anything," pleaded Osman. Following Amina's advice, Osman opened a haircut parlor for men in his store. Soon, the news reached the king that his son-in-law was now a haircutter. He called Osman to the palace right away. "I thought you owned a shop in town?" asked the king. "I do, but now I've decided to become a barber. You can't be a haircutter and be married to my daughter. I want you to divorce my daughter at once," ordered the king. Finally, Osman was a free man. He took down his sign and never again doubted the intelligence of women.